everyone, it's Gwen. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be bringing it back a little old school and do a video that I used to do a lot on this channel, and that was me talking about the current albums that I am really into at that moment. There's actually, I think, a playlist on my channel of all the old ones, and it's been like years since I've done one. I used to do them like kind of frequently, especially when I was like finding a ton of new music, and you know, a very short amount of time in those years I was like constantly updating you guys on the new albums I was listening to. And I'm trying to get back to my roots a little bit. You know, I told you guys in the last video, I've just been really busy with work and I haven't really known what to film. And I just feel like, let's get back to the old school stuff I used to do, because I'm still like really into music. I'm still finding new music, obviously. And I want to talk to you guys about it. So without further ado, let's just get into it. So the first album that I've been listening to a lot, probably since at least like, maybe like February-ish, is called The Good Witch by Maisie Peters. I don't know if you guys have heard of her before. I went on her Instagram and she has like a decent amount of followers, and she posted about this album like going gold or something, or platinum or something, and like Olivia Rodrigo commented on it and said like, woohoo, so proud of you. So she's pretty big. I think I just missed her touring here because I was like, now I've gotten really into her. I'm like, oh, I'd love to see her live, and I feel like she was just here and I just missed it, unfortunately. This album came out in 2023. And I found it because somebody put the song from the album called Yoko on their like Instagram story, one of my friends, and I really liked like what I'd heard from it. So I was like, I'm just gonna check out the rest of the album. And I've really been vibing with it. I've been listening to it, yeah, for like the last like 2 months, because I remember I listened to it right before we had our Galentines, and I added a bunch of songs to our Galentines playlist from this. It's definitely a breakup album, so it's not like I can really like relate to the album, but it is really good. If you like, I guess if you like Olivia Rodrigo, although to be fair, I don't like Olivia Rodrigo that much, but I do like this album. But if you like her, if you like Sabrina Carpenter, I'd say check her out, because she reminds me of Sabrina Carpenter personally. I really love songs on here like You're Just a Boy and I'm Kind of the Man. I like that one. That one is really fun. Coming of Age is definitely one of my favorites, and then Yoko is actually the one that I found, you know, the album from, and that one's definitely like a slow one. And there's some sad ones on here. Holy Revival and History of Man are also great. It's a really long album. There's 21 songs. Is that true? Oh my god. Wait, are there 21 songs? I am looking at the deluxe version, but damn, I guess there are. Yeah, it's like an hour, 6 minutes, so it's a pretty long album. But I would recommend you like put it on. It's got a really good mix of like a couple of slowish, sad songs, but a lot of it are kind of like, you know, like going through a relationship breakup, but then they're like coming back and feeling strong. So I do like the message of a lot of them. Also, her writing is just super funny. I think it's really witty and quick, and it just really makes me laugh. Sorry if you guys can hear the outside world. I just opened the window because it's like the first warm day we're having, and I'm like already starting to sweat, so. But yeah, so definitely check out this album. I know I don't talk about pop music that much on this channel. As you guys know, Taylor Swift was my Artist of the Year for 2023. So, you know, I've definitely been listening to a lot of pop more in the last like year, and I feel like I'm bringing that energy into 2024. So that made me just want to discover like more female artists and fun pop, and I'm really happy that I discovered this one. So definitely check her out if you haven't already. The next album I'm listening to a ton, it literally just came out this past week, and that is Belmont's new album, Liminal. I listened to this the morning it came out. I was running on the treadmill listening to it, and then I listened to it later on while I was working, and I think it is so good. I mean, I've loved most of what Belmont's released. I've been a fan of them for 6 years now, and they're awesome. And I was just a little like curious and nervous about what this album was going to bring. I liked some of the singles, and I was just, I don't know, I was curious. And it is so good. They're definitely getting a little harder. Like, there is a little bit of like screaming in it, and like deep vocals. Like it's I don't want to say metalcore because I don't think it's going that deep, but there's a lot of screaming on the album for Belmont. Like, for a Belmont album, they're adding a lot of growls and a lot of screeches and screams, and I'm here for it. There's also so many good breakdowns. Like, I feel like it's like almost every song I'm like, okay, like I had to like stop and be like, damn, this is a really good breakdown. I'm very, very impressed with them for this album. I really hope you guys listen to it if you can, because it's really, really good. I don't know, I haven't been this excited about a new Belmont release in a while, probably since like Reflections came out, I think. because the last album I liked, but I didn't like all of it, but this one, I just feel like it's banger after banger. And I don't feel like there's a bad song. And I mean, I'm just getting into it, so maybe my thoughts will change after listening to it more, but I mean, first impressions of this album, I think it is really, really good. So if you haven't checked it out, or you haven't like listened to Belmont in a bit, I think this album is gonna be big, so definitely give it a listen. Now we're going into a little bit of hardcore. Boundaries just also came out with a new album called Death is Little More, and it is really good as well. You guys know I like love Boundaries. They're one of my favorite hardcore bands. Their album Your Receding Warmth from 2020 was, I don't remember like what I personally picked as my album of the year that year, but in terms of like my Spotify Wrapped, it was one of my most listened to albums of the year, probably the most listened to album of the year. My top 5 songs from that year were all songs from this album. So Your Receding Warmth was awesome, and so I was really, really excited when they released an album in 2022, Burying Brightness, which I liked as well. But for some reason, I don't know, I was just like really, really hyped for this one. I think because I did like some of the singles they put out, it was just getting like a lot of good like press, and they were talking about it, and yeah, I really, really like it. I don't know if I'm gonna see them on tour. I think it's next month they're gonna be here. I haven't decided yet, but they're awesome. So if you're on the fence about like seeing them, if you've ever seen them before, definitely go see them. I've seen them a couple times now. That's why I'm not sure if I want to go again, but they are really great live. And if you're looking for a new hardcore album, definitely check out Boundaries. I still think they're overrated in the scene, so give them a listen. And then I think the last album that I have been listening to a lot lately is Midnights by Taylor Swift. I had to throw it in here because I have to be honest, I'm still listening to it a lot. I recently got it on vinyl, I think a couple months ago, so I've been spinning it a lot since then. I think I got it in like January, and so yeah, it's like I've been spinning it a ton at night when I've been doing my puzzle, and I just want like something fun to sing along to. I just love this album. I mean, my top favorite albums by her are still like Folklore, Evermore, but this has probably taken that 3rd slot. They're the 3 albums that I have by her on vinyl, and so I just love this album so much. In a week, less than a week now, her new album is coming out, and I'm excited. This is like the first like Taylor Swift album that I've been like anticipating or like excited for. It's funny, I don't know, because even with Midnights, like I wasn't as big of a fan of her then as I am now. I was intrigued, but I loved Folklore and Evermore, so I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna get into this. This is very pop. It's not very Folklore Evermore vibes. But then I like love the album, so I am intrigued about the Tortured Poets Department. I'm excited about that, but yeah, I've still been listening to Midnights a ton. To be fair though, she's probably gonna be my top artist of the year this year because I'm seeing her in December. So I've been like, you know, listening to the set list a lot. Like I'm going to be prepping for that show all year long because this is probably like the only time I'm ever gonna see her live. So I've been prepping. So for that, that's probably another reason I've been listening to a lot of these other like pop artists and stuff. But yeah, this album specifically has just like been on repeat a lot. I love it. It's so good. I don't even know, like favorite songs from it change. You're on Your Own, Kid is probably like one of my top favorite songs by her. I love that song. I also love Mastermind. I like Question. Maroon is amazing. The whole album is great, and I really love the flow of it. And yeah, I mean, I don't have to sell you guys on Taylor Swift or probably that album. I'm sure you're aware of it. I don't know how much, like, I guess my audience listens to her, because I know you guys are probably more like pop punk and hardcore people. Maybe not though, I don't know. Because, you know, now I mean, I've always ranged in genres clearly. But yeah, I mean, I gotta be transparent about what I'm listening to, and I've really been digging that album. It's just nice. I guess I tend to like, when I listen to pop punk and hardcore is usually when I'm running and working out. And like during the day when I'm working, I want to listen to like more chill stuff. So that includes this album, the Maisie Peters album. I've even just been listening to like the lo-fi beats playlist on Spotify a lot when I work, or Spotify makes these like mixes that are specifically tailored to you. So I've been listening to like my chill mix, and they actually made me a Taylor Swift mix. I listen to that, or like a pop mix. That stuff is nice during work because I don't want anything that's like too intense. So I've listened to that a lot. But yeah, that's what I've been listening to. So there you guys go. Those are some of the albums that I have been really into lately. Please comment down below. Let me know some albums that you guys have been really into. I always love knowing and learning about what you guys are listening to, and if I haven't heard it, I'll definitely check it out because you guys are always showing me new music and I love it. If you haven't listened to any of the albums I've spoken about today, you should give them a listen, and maybe you'll like them. If you know, don't usually listen to hardcore, maybe check out some Boundaries. If you don't usually listen to pop, maybe check out Maisie Peters or Taylor Swift, I don't know. And of course, you know, give that Belmont a listen because it is very fire. And I feel like anyone would like the Belmont album. I mean, anyone that likes anything pop punk related, give it a listen. It's electronic, it's got a little bit of screaming, it's just really fun. But other than that, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed me kind of going back to a bit of a series that I haven't done in a while. I want to, you know, be better about keeping you guys up to date on the new music that I'm finding. I'm hoping to also make some video game videos soon coming up. I've been debating getting a capture card because I think it'd be fun to show you guys some gameplay. So let me know what you guys would think about that. But other than that, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you're not. As of this morning, we are 10 subscribers away from 2,000. So please, if you're not subscribed, I would really, really appreciate it. But other than that, I will see you all in my next video. Bye!